Hey guys, it is Brooke from Soma Happy, and today we're going to give a little love to the forearms. So I'm doing this because where I live in the world, in Connecticut, we just had 38 inches of snowfall in one day. Woo-hoo-hoo! Crazy snowpocalypse world out here. So we've been doing a lot of shoveling, and a lot of people are coming into zero-thing practice with very sore forearms. So, you know, there's other stuff too, obviously low backs, etc. But today we're going to just free this up a little bit with just a few quick tricks. It isn't a trick. Anyway, so this is going to get into the forearms for those of you who don't have over 3 feet of snow in your life all of a sudden. This is also just good for tennis elbow stuff and the elbow tendonitis that falls into that bucket, and obviously overuse of computer stuff as well. So we're going to start with finger ringers, clasping your fingers together and pretending that you also have super glue in there. So you're going to try and free your fingers, but you can't because of super glue. So you're wringing them and kind of shearing that tissue. I'm also, as I do it, I'm sort of squeezing my palms together, so I'm getting a little benefit of just working that palmar fascia. Imagine you've got some silly putty in between your hands and you're trying to get it nice and warm and flat. And then once I've finished doing that with the fingers, I'm going to move on to the wrists. So similar ringing type thing. I'm putting my hand around my wrist. I'm going to be moving in this direction. So as I move my wrist towards me, I move my hand away. And then the opposite. Wrist moves away, hand moves toward. And I keep going back and forth. Has a rug burn quality. So you're not just doing this and gliding over it. You're actually grabbing, gripping, and shearing in opposite directions. There is a retinacula in there. It gets tight and glued down. It's the Wonder Woman bracelet of connective tissue under your skin. So that's what we're trying to free up. Rug burn. Feels so right. I've been doing a lot of rolfing as well as some amount of shoveling, so forearm love. Forearm love it is. Okay, we're going to go into our Spiderman stretch in keeping with our superhero theme today. So when you shoot the webs, they shoot out this way. So my fingertips are pointing towards my knees. You want to make sure your fingertips stay pointed towards the knees so they're not going out towards the side. And I'm going to keep my palms glued to the floor to start. And I'm going to start bringing my hips back towards my heels. And I go, oh, I've got a wall in my way. But without the wall, I'm going until I hit that maximum end range, where if I went any further, the heels of my hands would have to peel up. And I'm just going to hang out here and breathe. And then, next I am going to keep going, sitting back on my heels, with the palm lifting up. You really want to keep fingers glued here. Ooh, so you get into the palmar fascia. It's going to be quite illuminating if you work with your hands. Lifting the palms. You can see my fingers are really still pretty glued on the floor. And then slowly coming back. And then I'm going to do the opposite. Now with this one, fingertips are still pointed, but I'm flexing my wrists. If you have carpal tunnel, I would skip this one, because it's just not worth agitating anything. If you don't, and you've just been shoveling a lot of snow or spending too much time on your laptop, you still want to make sure that you're not supporting your weight on your wrists. So I'm using my lower body to hold, not all, but a good amount of my weight off my wrists. So I'm not up here, but I'm not trying to crunch my wrists as much as possible. What I do want to do is the same thing, bringing my pelvis back towards my heels. Woo. You'll feel that you want to bend your elbows to avoid the stretch. You don't have to lock them out. You don't want to lock them out. Keep them soft, but you're still going to come back. Yowza, yowza. So that's where you get to feel all the real gnarliness in there. And then slowly, gradually come sit up. Move your wrists around. They might be a little bit tender at first after that kind of deep opening. So this kind of just like light circling works. And then go about your day with what hopefully are more open and long forearms. I hope this helps. Thank you.